So what is the five-room dungeon in D&D? Well, the five-room dungeon is a great way to organize a campaign, or actually a session. I often do this with my students. I teach after school and summer programs, teach kids how to play D&D, and also teach Adventure League new players who are adults a lot of times, and a lot of times it's their first session. But this is a great way to organize a session. So 5 different parts of the dungeon. So the first part, room number 1 of the dungeon, is the introduction, right? So basically, you at the beginning of my sessions, I introduce myself. I introduce the role that I'm going to play as the dungeon master. And I also often introduce a little bit of the story. So this might be a good time to bring out like a map or something and show the players some. I like to use props, right? So this is a great way to like get players involved with something visually. They can see a map. They can see that they're in another realm. They're not on Earth. They're in a different place. You can introduce like the backstory. Maybe they're going after a dragon, or there's rumors that Tiamat, the queen of all dragons, is in the area, or maybe it's Xanathar is their ultimate boss, but hint at what's going to happen at the end of the story, but bring them into the story. So that's the first thing that you can do in session 1, or the first room of the dungeon, is to introduce the story. You can also introduce the quest giver. So say you have someone who's, they meet a mysterious figure in a tavern. That's the old cliche. Or they meet a scholar, in library and or a university. They like Candlekeep, or they or they're in I like Cholt. So they're in like a city on the island of Cholt, and it's give them like description, give them a sense of place, smells. Exotic foods, maybe taste. What's the wind like? What's the temperature outside? Is it raining? Is it snowing? That sort of thing. Get them immersed into the scene. The other thing I like to do, and sometimes I even do this first, especially with the kids, if we're doing character generation together, is I let them introduce their characters to each other. So that's another great way that you can introduce the first room, is go around the table and have everybody talk about their character. What does their character look like? How is their character dressed? How does their character talk? And this is a great time to introduce role play, because after all, Dungeons and Dragons is a